Paula, and it's time for another Wisdom Wednesday. So this message has been a little bit harder to craft, but I've been reminded of the shortness of life and how people that are very near and dear to us, sometimes we just drift apart a little bit for no real reason, just because life gets in the way. Well, I was reminded of that last week when I was watching TV one night and I got a text from a friend telling me about another friend who had passed away. We hadn't seen her in a little while. And with COVID, and it wasn't strange not to see people, and she was never someone who really posted on Facebook much, I was just devastated. She was someone who was so full of life, who had a smile that just lifted everyone as she walked in a room. And her memorial service was just 2 days later. It was so quick for me to process this information. And we went, and it was great to be around friends of hers and to see her husband, which brought a lot of comfort for him as well as for those who lost someone that they loved. And as I was getting prepared today to record this Wisdom Wednesday, I got a phone call from someone who I haven't heard from in a long time. And I said, "Oh, hi, how are you doing?" And she said, "Well, not very good." And then I realized that I had seen a post on Facebook from her son 2 months ago. She had to hang up really quickly. And when she came back, I had taken the time to find his obituary. He was only 50 years old. Another person that I just really treasured, who also lit up a room when they walked in. Really hard to say goodbye to two people that you may not see all the time, but it really reminded me that life is so precious and so short, and that we often fill our lives with unimportant things. And there are people that are so important, way more than the stuff. And who in your life have you maybe drifted away from? That if you got that phone call, that text that said they were no longer here, how would you feel? I know I felt like sucker punched both times, and it was just literally a week apart. And I don't share this message for you to say, "Please accept my condolences, I'm so sorry," because that's not why I'm sharing. I'm sharing because it's so important to be around people that you love and that you trust and that you treasure, and letting them know that. And I actually have published a second journal for people in grief, and I had been waiting to make this big announcement in September, and then I realized I need to share this now. I need to let people know that there's a tool for those who are in grief. It's called the Rise Up. It's called Rise Up, a grief journal. It's to help people process their grief. This is meant for everyone who's had some type of loss. A person, a pet, a job. Maybe you've been through an illness and you're processing the loss of who you once were and who you now are. I've sent it out since it's been published, probably already 25 times. And I thank my friend Sherry so much for really encouraging me to do this, because she said the world needs it. And I sent it to my friend Marsha ahead of time, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I so need this. So many of my 50-something friends have been passing away, and I miss them terribly. And I know I can't miss them more than their families do, but I still feel this loss." That's how I'm feeling about this loss. I know there are people that are way closer to these two people, but I still feel that I've got a loss too. And so having a place that you can just put your emotions on pages, get them out of your head, out of your heart, so that you can process and learn and move forward. It's so important. So it is available on Amazon. I've been playing small sometimes with my gifts like this, and I need to play bigger. And I ask that you share it with someone that needs to go through this kind of grief relief as well. We only get stronger by moving through what we're going through rather than staying stuck in it. And the world needs tools like this. So this Wisdom Wednesday has two messages. One, who in your life have you just kind of drifted away from, that you still love and that you need to reach out to? Because if they were gone, you'd be sad. And 2, who can you help who's going through grief? By providing them with a copy of a Rise Up, the Grief Journal. Help themselves move through their grief. So I thank you for listening to another Wisdom Wednesday. Please share this with someone that you know that would benefit. And subscribe to my YouTube channel at Paula Harris 1. Thank you.